Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the epic world of the ultimate twins, Legends of Vanara. Asfa Studios has unleashed a brand new co-op action game set deep in the Ramayana era, and we are breaking down everything you need to know about this massive title. Game director Julian Lamoureux, CEO Prasanth T. Mohan, and creative director Parvez Zahai are steering this cinematic experience, and we're going to explore how they are bringing the spirit and martial culture of ancient India to life using Unreal Engine 5. This game features the Vanara brothers Vali and Sugriva battling the Danava warlord Dundubhi, and we will reveal the core mechanics that make this a must-play adventure for 2029.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we are tackling the technical side of next-gen gaming with a deep dive into procedural destruction. Lee Saylor and Vishwas Kar have shown us the incredible workflow behind the procedural chaos destruction framework, detailing exactly how they leveraged Houdini to create a scalable fracture logic that integrates seamlessly with Unreal Engine 5's chaos system. We'll explore the complex cutter logic, how Voronoi and Boolean fracture work together, and the custom attributes needed to ensure predictable, high-performance destruction assets for any major production. Now, let's shift gears entirely to the visual artistry required for immersive environments. Karim Yasser, the senior lighting artist on Dune Awakening, Gears of War, E-Day, and 1348 X Photo, is sharing his groundbreaking approach to post-war gameplay lighting in UE5. He walks us through setting up PBL values, using lumen alongside screen space ambient occlusion, and how he handles color grading entirely within the post-process volume to achieve that harsh, sharp highlight against oppressive darkness. This is a masterclass in balancing visual fidelity with real-time performance. And finally, if you want to master the visual side of game development, this is for you. VFX Apprentice is launching an intensive 8-week course teaching Stylized VFX in Unreal Engine 5. Led by Jason Kieser and Jerry Chan, this program will teach you everything from kit-bashing effects to implementing full gameplay integration, ensuring you walk away with professional, ready-to-use visual effects. Don't wait. Sign up now to level up your skills and join the next class starting June 1st. Asfa Studios is set to launch a major new title, The Ultimate Twins, Legends of Vanara, a co-op action game steeped in the epic Ramayana era, utilizing Unreal Engine 5. The game aims to bring the spirit, diversity, and martial culture of ancient India to a global audience, drawing thematic inspiration from Valmiki's epic while offering a fresh cinematic interpretation. The studio has released an initial teaser showcasing the game's setting, characters, and core gameplay mechanics, with a planned release window set for 2029. This project is positioned to bridge the gap between high-fidelity visual effects pipelines and modern game development, creating a cinematic co-op brawler. Key creative leadership for the project includes game director Julian Lamoureux, a 22-year AAA veteran from Ubisoft Montreal, CEO Prasanth T. Mohan, CTO Pavan Veeramani, a VFX innovator, and creative director Parvez Zahai, recognized for his work on the Bahubali franchise. The narrative centers on the Vanara brothers, Vali and Sugriva, alongside their companion Angie. The early plot focuses on the trio defending the region of Kishkinda against an invasion spearheaded by the Danava warlord Dundubhi, leading them through various parts of ancient India. The core gameplay revolves around a dynamic trio system, allowing players to seamlessly switch between Vali, Sugriva, and Angie in both solo and two-player co-op modes, leveraging each character's unique abilities based on the evolving situation. The action mechanics are inspired by classic 90s co-op brawlers, emphasizing the Vanara's inherent strength and agility. Backing the development is a consortium of investors, including Caligara Srinivas Rao, Abhiram Mummalni, and Thanvi Caligara, who bring a diverse background spanning construction, technology, and cinema to the venture. Lee Saylor and Vishwas Kar detailed the development of the procedural chaos destruction framework, a pipeline leveraging Houdini and Unreal Engine 5 to create scalable, high-performance destruction assets. This workflow addresses the critical need to balance visual fidelity, real-time performance, and production scalability in modern game development. The core of the Project Mayhem project involves using Houdini to author procedural fracture logic and asset variations, which are then integrated into Unreal Engine 5 via the chaos system, data flow, and blueprint-driven mechanics. This integration ensures predictable behavior and efficient runtime execution. Cutter logic and fracture generation. The pipeline begins with Houdini generating scalable fracture logic for chaos. This relies on a robust cutter setup, combining Voronoi and Boolean fracture. Voronoi fracture is used to select internal faces, which are remeshed and enhanced with procedural noise before UV unwrapping, forming the base for the Boolean fracture. Additional subdivided grids with noise are randomized to introduce controlled irregularities, allowing artists fine-grained control over piece count and localized damage via vertex color masks. Geometry collection integration. Custom attributes are defined to convert assets into geometry collections, enabling Unreal Engine to differentiate between root, cluster, and individual fractured pieces. Attributes like cluster size and detach ratio provide artists direct control over cluster formation and breaking behavior. Critical physical attributes, including collision setup, mass distribution, and damage thresholds, are also assigned to ensure predictable physical responses. Performance optimization. The Houdini HDA exposes performance budget presets, guaranteeing 60 FPS across low, mid, and high-end hardware. UVs are automatically transferred, and the entire system is designed for efficiency. Runtime interaction and visual effects. Weapon logic triggers a line trace upon firing. A successful hit triggers a blueprint component, initiating Niagara-based bullet impact VFX and sending an interface event. This event connects gameplay logic to the destruction system, allowing gameplay decoupling. Destruction response. Upon receiving the Apply Bullet Strain event, the geometry collection spawns a controllable field system. Parameters such as radius, magnitude, and strain intensity dictate how force propagates through the structure. Visual fidelity through data flow. Unreal Engine's data flow system facilitates a non-destructive authoring pipeline, allowing fracture logic to be defined once and reused across assets. A custom baking step within the data flow graph generates thickness, curvature, and ambient occlusion data for internal faces, packed into an RGB mask. This mask is used to blend between external and internal material layers, ensuring exposed surfaces look natural and consistent. VFX synchronization. Niagara data channels are employed to batch and route spawn events for visual effects, minimizing overhead. Data channels are read by the Niagara system to determine spawn conditions based on incoming payload, ensuring tight synchronization between gameplay events and visual impact. This comprehensive workflow demonstrates how procedural pipelines can effectively bridge the gap between high visual fidelity and real-time performance in interactive destruction systems. Senior lighting artist Karim Yasser has unveiled his methodology for creating post-war lighting in Unreal Engine 5, focusing on a style characterized by harsh, sharp highlights from fire set against grim and oppressive darkness. Yasser, known for his work on titles such as Dune Awakening, Gears of War, E-Day, and 1348 Ex Voto, detailed his step-by-step workflow for achieving this aesthetic. The process began with establishing foundational parameters, including setting up PBL values for sky, directional light, exposure, and the tone mapper. This was followed by integrating dynamic effects and implementing exposure compensation curves to ensure comprehensive visibility across the entire level. To maintain visual balance, Yasser utilized curves to dynamically adjust lighting values based on the average scene luminance, successfully avoiding both overexposed highlights and overly dark shadows. Consistency across the project was further maintained through the use of the false color PPV material. For global illumination and reflections, the artist opted for Lumen, configured in surface cache mode for optimal performance. Crucially, the automatic ambient occlusion feature of Lumen was disabled in favor of screen space ambient occlusion, a technique Yasser employed to capture finer surface details and enhance the overall mood. Color grading was managed exclusively within Unreal Engine's post-process volume tools, foregoing the use of LUTs. Yasser emphasized that major mood adjustments were handled directly within the light actors themselves, reserving the post-process volume solely for subtle fine-tuning. Karim Yasser has previously shared various lighting breakdowns, including setups for picturesque canyons, demonstrations of nanite tessellation capabilities in Unreal Engine 5, and lighting scenarios for Victorian street scenes. Interested viewers are encouraged to visit the artist's LinkedIn page for further lighting tips, subscribe to the newsletter, join the 80-level talent platform, and follow their updates across Twitter, LinkedIn, Telegram, and Instagram. VFX Apprentice is launching an intensive 8-week course designed to elevate mid-level VFX artists to master stylized visual effects within Unreal Engine 5. The program, titled "This Unreal Engine 5 course will teach you stylized VFX in 8 weeks 80 level," aims to equip participants with the skills necessary to produce stunning visual projects. The curriculum is led by industry veterans Jason Kieser, known for his work on titles such as Powerpuff Girls, Netflix's Arlo, League of Legends, and Teamfight Tactics, and Jerry Chan, recognized for contributions to 2XKO, Star Wars, The Old Republic, the Crash Bandicoot series, and Call of Duty, WWII. Participants will benefit from twice-weekly live critique sessions and implementation reviews, ensuring rapid skill progression. Over the course duration, students will engage in hands-on training covering a comprehensive range of techniques. This includes kit-bashing stylized effects, developing 2D FX concepts, building flipbooks, designing stylized textures, setting up optimized materials, and finally, implementing all effects directly within gameplay environments. The objective is to ensure graduates possess VFX ready for seamless integration into final projects, moving beyond simple demo scenes. The course is specifically tailored for game VFX artists who possess at least 1 year of experience in VFX creation and are already proficient in real-time VFX within Unreal Engine, but seek to expand their specialized knowledge base. The next session is scheduled to commence on June 1. Interested artists are encouraged to sign up promptly to secure their spot in this advanced training program.